When you think about Team Fortress 2, you might think about what the best stats are and what the best mechanics are, like Scout's fast speed or Soldier's rocket jumping. Or, if you're not into movement, you might say something like Heavy's health or Ubercharge, which lets you resist tons of damage. Now, what would happen if you combined both of them? I managed to take 646 damage. 646, that's way too much! As I said in the beginning, this thing makes you really tanky. And for the speed you have the shields that let you go for disgusting kill streaks, especially with the Titan. These kill streaks can last so damn long that you end up killing the same person multiple times. I alone killed 9 people and assisted 2, which led to 11 people being banished to the spawn room. Like, look at this, I put them in the fucking purgatory. With the effective health of a heavy and the speed of a scout, you essentially become unstoppable. Like, who's going to expect a Demonite with between 200 and 300 health to come charging at you?
Dispenser going out. Yo.
But remember, you are a Demonite, so sentries are gonna be hell, and pyros become the most annoying thing ever. But besides that, let's look at the stats of the Half-Zatoichi to see what other downsides you have. First of all, you have no random crits, which I'm not going to explain. It's pretty obvious why. Just leave it out there. It's random crits, nobody wants that. But then we have its main downside, the Honorborn mechanic. It works like this: let go of it and you lose health. Which for a full Demonite isn't a problem, since he doesn't have another weapon to switch to. The only strategy where this actually applies is on stock Demo or Hybrid Knight. But even then, if you play your cards right, you can still get loads of health. So if anything, this is the best Demonite weapon. It lets you take tons of risks and even fight groups of enemies head on. But before we go away from the stats, there is one funny stat that Valve added, which lets Demonites fight each other in a never before seen way. People who used to have Zatoichi can one-shot other Zatoichi users, which is a really fun mechanic to play with. Or you just get screwed over by some random guy using it, but that doesn't matter, let's ignore that. You can have these intense duels with other people. It either depends on surprising the enemy, using things like the extender, or just getting good. Yeah, that's it, just get good. If you want to consistently win these duels, you need to use the Titan, since the movement is way too good to give up on. You can either confuse an enemy or surprise them, anything you want. But enough about stats, let's get onto the secondary that even makes this loadout work. Okay, so Demonite has 3 secondaries you can choose from. And let's start with the Titan, which is the key to moving as fast as possible. You have insane speed, insane health, but what about the damage? You only do mini crits with the Titaner. Because if you would do full crits with the Titan, that'd be way too overpowered. Then we have the charge and charge, which lets us tank even more damage, but at the cost of speed, since your charge doesn't refill after the kill, because it only refills 25%. Then for the last shield we have the Splendid Screen, which has a little less protection than the charge and charge, but more than the Titan. Same goes for the speed, since the Splendid Screen has a faster charge regenerate. But the Splendid Screen is most commonly used for its damage increase, since the shield bash does more damage than usual. So every shield has its own use with this weapon. My personal favorite is the Splendid Screen, since you can charge a little more and you have some protection. It's basically a jack of all trades. It does both things, plus a little extra damage is always nice. There further isn't more to talk about, right? We covered all the stats, we covered the secondaries. So, could there be anything more? Okay, so Soldier can use it? Why? Okay, so the Half-Zatoichi can also be used on Soldier, which isn't the most common sighting, since the other weapons are just better or more popular, I don't care, but I will try to talk about this since it's a guide to this weapon anyway, if you can even call it a guide at this point. Soldier can also use this thing, but in what situations could you actually use it for? When I think about it, you probably use this to dive on an enemy or surprise them. Okay, hold on, just look at this example. This is what I think of when you use this weapon on Soldier. But if you find a funny strategy with the Half-Zatoichi on Soldier, I'm not stopping you, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. But let's get to the point. How should you, a real Mann mercenary, use the Half-Zatoichi? Take risks. The damage you can tank with this thing is too much to handle for most classes. I mean, what's better? Running away and probably dying, or going in and maybe taking out someone, which lets you get more health and get even more people afterwards. So go out there and show them what a blade of steel looks like.